Yeah.
My name is Remco, and I did a lot of things already. I had many businesses before. I was in Indonesia. I lived in Indonesia for 12 years. Did something with silver. I had a small hotel. Even had a trampoline park in Holland before. So I did a lot of several things. And after 5 years, I always try to find something else to keep the spirit alive. And I'm here. Maybe in 5 years I do something else again, but I'm getting old, so the energy is not so much there anymore, but the ideas I still have. Yeah. So I'm from Holland. I'm born and raised in Amsterdam. So yeah, that's it. I'm here since March last year, and I built this house up because I was looking for a place where pilgrims could stay, because I like the people, the pilgrims. They are very nice and friendly, like the nature, like me, and they like, most of the time they like dogs, and I have a big dog, so it must be a bit related with that. So that was my idea to keep sheltering, to make sheltering for Pellegrinos to walk the Camino. So I was looking for a place in France at first, and then I started. I couldn't find something. Then I was going to Spain, and that was too crowded for me, too commercial. And then finally I came in Portugal. So now I'm here, and I love the country. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful country and very nice people. That's the reason I'm here.
I would like to know a little bit about this adventure, like living in a completely different country like Bali.
Yeah.
You spent a long time there.
Yeah.
What happened? How did this unfold, and what was your experience?
Well, the beginning was very easy because I found a job from a Dutch guy who had a factory on Bali with wood, and I was specialized in wood in my old profession. So he asked me if I could organize the factory again there. So I had already an easy way to find something on Bali, and but after a year I was fed up with the guy and with the business, so I started my own hotel. I found a nice Balinese woman and she was my manager, and that was pretty nice, yeah. And then I started with silver bracelets. I exported them to Holland, and once in a while I went to Holland to sell them. It was okay. All small things was nice. One was nice to do, very interesting. Everything was imported in Holland, so that was the main thing when I started on Bali. And but after a while I started my own business. Was not with art, but bracelets, big bracelets from silver. They were very fashioned in Holland that time, and well, it was running well. I found the factory where they were made, and I had a good communication with the owner of the factory, and he asked if I could export them to Holland, if I would like to do it. And I mean, when you start with something, it will maybe has another end, but there always will be something again and again and again. As long as you start with something, it grows in the work. That's what they told me always. If you start, something will happen again and again, like action and reaction. If you do nothing, nothing will be happen. But if you do something, something strange will come on your path. And yeah, that's also why I'm here. It can go another way tomorrow. Maybe somebody's asking me to do my own old profession here. I was a dog instructor as well. You never know which people you will find on your way, but it's very interesting. Now, when you leave your country because you want to escape, it will never happen. It will never happen. You cannot escape from yourself and from your country. It's a bad reason to go somewhere else. No, it's just the adventure. I was I was looking for 5 weeks in Bali to have a look, and I liked it. It was cheap, of course. With a small salary, you could have a good life, and I found some nice friends there. It was okay. Yeah, yeah. But it was not the reason that I didn't like Holland or something like that to go away. It's not like that. It's just the adventure. Well, the hardest thing to go to another strange country is the decision to do it. That's the hardest. And when you make the decision to do it, everything will go by himself. You will find new friends, you will find a way to live, you will find a nice place to stay. And if you make the decision, that's the hardest to do, to make the decision. If you make the decision, everything will go, and yeah, will go by himself. Not by himself, but you, of course you have to, but you must have an open communication with the people here in Portugal, but also with the foreign people here. I've met here many friends from Germany, from England, from America, but also from Portugal. Just try to have a nice and friendly communication with them, and that will help a lot, and they will help you. It's always like that. I mean, when you are with foreign people, we need each other. So we always are a group of a special community. The tools we need from each other, the labor we need from each other, with carrying strong things, we need each other. So you always are looking for people around you to help you and to help them as well. So that will go by himself. That's not the hardest way. No. The hardest here in Portugal is the language. It's terrible. It's very hard, yeah.
Not for Portuguese
No.
kids who can speak it easily.
But also younger kids from 2, 3 years, 4 years old, in a half a year on school, they know exactly how to speak Portuguese. But on my age, it's different. I go to school for 2 times a week, on Wednesday and Friday, for 3 hours. Every Wednesday and Friday afternoon I go to school. It's very hard. And well, I do it now for a year. It's okay, but I cannot speak, I cannot have a nice communication with Portuguese yet. But that will come. That will come. It's also important that you show the people that you do your utmost to integrate in the country here. Eh?
Did you find happiness in life already?
No, not yet. No. You mean a woman or a man or no, something like that? A relationship? No, I'm too busy for that at the moment.
No, I talk like generally a feeling of happiness.
Oh, I'm happy here. Every time I ask myself what I'm doing here, and then I look around, and then I know I'm very happy here. Yeah, my children are not too far away. They come once in a while. They like it here as well. I have many friends from Holland. They come here to have a holiday. So yeah, it's great. It's one big fantasy actually for me. I love it. I love it, and I also love the countryside. You can do everything you want here, and yeah, there's always something to do, and that's what I like. It's not boring. My opinion is that you only live once, like James Bond. You only live once, right? And it's your duty to take all of your life what you can. And that can be only a family man. That's okay, is that what you like, but if you are interested in doing something else, don't wait too long, just do it. That's your duty of life. For me, it feels like that. I have to do it. So that's why I'm here, and that's my duty to do everything I really like. So that's what I try. Now my morality is work hard and be nice and friendly. That's it.
What happens when you die?
They feed me to the crocodiles. I don't care. No, I don't really care. No. As long my life is like this, I don't care about that. It's okay.
There is no...
Nothing.
Nothing?
No, nothing. No. That's it. Otherwise it's too crowded upstairs too, eh? No, there's nothing. No. I mean, if everybody would stay in heaven like that, it's impossible. It's too much people then. Because it's not only our generation, but also the generations before. And they cannot handle it upstairs, so there's nothing. That's my opinion. Yeah.
Do you have a religion or something?
I was Catholic when I was young. And when I was 14 or 15 years old, my parents said, now you can make your own decision. And that's what I did. I would never went to church again. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But before you went every Sunday?
Yeah, I had to with my parents every Sunday. Yeah. Yeah. But then football was more important for me. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. If you like to do something, do it. And don't wait too long. Time is running fast. And if you want to change something else after a couple of years again, just do it. Just do it, just do it, just do it. That's it. Don't wait too long. And don't listen to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important.
Why?
Find your own way. Yeah. Your feeling, your emotion, you have to follow that. Don't listen to other people. If people tell me to do something like this, I do it the other way. How do you call it? Eamon, how do you call it?
Well, stubborn, I suppose.
Stubborn?
Or self-centered. No, well, not self-centered is the wrong word. Stubborn.
Stubborn.
Pig-headed.
Pig-headed. Okay, fine by me.
Not a good.
Okay, okay.
Because you have a lot of experience with dogs, right?
Yeah.
And what makes animals different from humans?
It's a friend that will always be your friend, and he will never let you down. A dog, I'm talking about dogs, and I suppose it with all the animals, but I have more experience with dogs. In Bali, when they said you want to have a friend, take a dog. That's true. They are honest, and they're always honest with you, and yeah, it's the best company you can have, for me.
What's your story? How did that start? That you got interested in it and that you kind of worked with it? Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, I have a dog, and he was 1 year old, and he was he was trained for security, very on a hard way, reactive dog, and I had to find a way to get him out of that way of life, and I had to slow him down a bit. And that was a hard job to make a normal dog from him again. He was trained with e-collars, with electric shocks and everything, and it took me a while, but that was the reason why I got interested in training dogs. I got involved with other people who were well experienced, and I did some schools for that, and after a while I was a dog instructor myself. Yeah, so I was a dog walker and a dog instructor. So I walked with 10 or 12 dogs along the beach where I lived in Holland. That was nice, and that learned me to watch the dogs, to behave, how they behave with each other, and it also learned me a lot to be an instructor as well. So it was very interesting. The best thing of dogs is that they can be angry of each other and they turn around and they are friends with each other again. And that's what I like of dogs. Yeah. So it's, yeah, for me it's the best company. I don't know if I learn something of them. Maybe, yeah. Because they have an issue with each other, but because they are not agree with each other, that's different. And at the end, they will have a fight, and one of them will see the other one is stronger, and that's okay. They are okay with that, and they accept. It's more easy way. It's a natural way. We all have issues. Human beings have so many issues, and yeah, that's why the wars are there. Dogs are not like that. No.
So we can learn from dogs in a way.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I'm crying when I see what the Portuguese doing with dogs here. It's terrible. They have no idea what the dog really is. They just keep him as a security dog, as an alarm system, or to eat up the rest of the food. But they are in a shelter the rest of their life, and they are. It's sad to see. It's terrible. They put him in a shelter from 2 by 2 meters, and they give him a prison for the rest of his life. And it's a human. A dog is an animal who likes to work with a group. So that's unbelievable. They have no idea. I don't blame them because they have not the information yet. But for me it's hard to see. Yeah.
So I feel like you're a very human person in a way. You respect others, you want to live in peace with others, you communicate with others, you have positive feelings towards others. Where does it come from? Maybe that's not necessary if one only thinks in oneself and then there's death and everything's gone.
Yeah.
How did you develop this kindness?
It's in my genes, I think. Yeah.
You think it is something
It's
very
normal.
human?
For me, it's normal.
It's normal.
Yeah.
But you think like all people are like that, or did you meet other kinds of humans?
From the heart, they are all the same. Yeah. I think so. But it's the environment and the people around them who can make bad evils from them. But from the beginning, everybody is natural and okay. Yeah.
Look, there's someone coming to see you.
He's lucky. There are many dogs waiting for here in the shelters in Portugal. It's full of nice dogs like him. And they are waiting and waiting and waiting. 150 dogs in the shelter. So there's a new rule now. They cannot euthanize him anymore. It's not allowed anymore. So the dogs have to keep waiting for 5 or 10 years in the shelter now. It's not the solution to adopt dogs from here to another country, because it will start growing, and it will never stop. So it's not the solution. I will never say adopt a dog from here, because that's not the solution for the problem. No. Of course, it would be nice if everybody would take a dog from the shelter, but on the other hand, it's not easy to have a dog from here, which is in a shelter for a long period already, and when you don't have experience with dogs, to have a kind of dog like that in the beginning, it's very hard, and it's always a big problem at the end. So it's no, but it's not the solution to solve the problem. The first thing is you need time for it, and you need a place for it, and you need you cannot work all day and then have a dog waiting for you till you're coming home. That's hard. But and you have to love animals. If you love animals, it's okay. That's it. And if you're interested in behavior of animals, a dog is on the right place. Yeah, I work with dogs, and when you work with them, you have a strong feeling with them at the end. If you put energy in it, it will grow. You understand? If you want to have success, you need two things, and that's working hard and don't spend too much money. Then you will have success. Working hard and save your money. Don't spend too much. I was looking for a place in France along the Camino, in Spain along the Camino, and then finally I found this, and I read a lot about it. I met some in Holland too, and well, it just if you think about it, they live on a simple way, and that's what they like. They have most of them. They have a story to tell. Very interesting story, can be very interesting, and they are not afraid to do something. So then my idea is they are living a simple life for that period, and they love the nature, and they are interesting people. So yeah, well, you. I had a family, I had a wife, I had 2 children who had to be grown up, so I had to take care of that. I was working for a boss. I was not employed. So it was a complete different way of life, and I got burned out, and I was divorced, and then I changed my life. Well, I don't know if life is better than as a family man. It would be great as well to see you raising up your kids and do all things together with your family. It's nice too, but I changed it. If you want to have live the life I do now, it's hard to find somebody who likes it too. So you must be single for that way of life, or somebody who is exactly the same. But yeah, I will not be a family man anymore. Now my children will be here, but related on another way than before.
You have your friends from childhood?
Yeah. Not all of them, of course, but I have friends already for 40 years. Yeah, not so much, but it's okay.
How many hands do you need for your friends?
How many fingers?
Yeah.
3. Well, the situation is completely different every age. I mean, when you're young, you're 20 till 25, you're going out with your friends, and that are your friends. On a certain moment, they have a girlfriend, and you get split. I mean, that's normal, right? And sometimes you will have friends from that time, but it's all about age and the situation you're into, and it's completely different every decennia, every 10 years. It's completely different. Also, the think about people is different every age. So when you're 25, you think somebody is perfect, and when you're 30, you think he's not nice at all. I mean, it's in your mind. You're getting grown up, and you get other ideas about life and about situations. So that also means that you will have other friends. That will change all the time. That's okay. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't just do it and see what's happening. Don't be afraid.